Hey guys, what's going on? Legion Rudy here playing more RuneScape Dragonwilds. Welcome to our Daily Gaming XP Grind, episode 140. So we got big decisions to make right now as to whether or not we're going to level up our rune crafting, or should I say just get XP of 1,000,000, right? Not level it up. We haven't leveled up rune crafting in quite some time. So we've decided that we are going to do it. And behind the scenes, we've been working on it a little bit, really just collecting essence, which is obviously a large part of getting XP in a skill. But we've still got lots of work to do, and we are going to make it happen. But obviously, it's going to take some time. So we're in the process right now of doing that, and basically, we do have about a month or plus before Fairlalo comes to the game, and the thing of it is, we don't actually know a day. They haven't really given us that exact detail, like whether it's going to be December 5th, December 4th. We've got no idea. So what it's really going to do is limit what we're going to be working on when we're playing the game. Not necessarily a bad thing. It just means we're going to be working on cooking a lot more, and we're going to be working on gathering resources for cooking, and trying to repurpose all of our lodestones for dwellberries and things like that, and onions. So definitely made a final decision. It's time to get rune crafting to 1,000,000 XP. Obviously, we haven't leveled rune crafting in quite some time, and the reason is because we're already max level and we've got so much XP. I also have thought about woodcutting a little bit more, as I would like to get more birds' nests, as I'm almost 100% certain that that's where seeds are going to be coming from. So I want to really get into farming hardcore, and I want to have just this most magnificent farm. And so I am not sure what farming is going to look like as in regards to the way you're going to be building things. So I don't want to get too carried away and sort of have all these bright ideas and then find out it's nothing like I thought it was going to be. So definitely don't want to get disappointed with the fact that farming might not quite be what I thought it was going to be. But I do have gigantic plans for it. I want to build an insanely massive farm and just sort of see what I can do with it. But like I stated, I can't really make that pre-assessment, not knowing what to really expect with the skill. It could be a complete different thing than what I'm thinking it's going to be. But I know that we're going to have, what is it, like wooden sort of potted plants and things like that. So I think with that, as long as I can actually build them on top of things, I think it's going to look pretty good. So really excited about that. I was sort of thinking about fishing. I wonder if there's going to be like trophy sized catches you can get sort of as like achievements. So I'm not really sure what that's going to look like. Let's see if I could repurpose this. Not really. It would be quite crazy to have to run around, especially considering there's lag now, because we can't actually load in because we've got too much built over there, which is exactly one of our big problems. Too much stuff built in certain areas. So let's see. I came over here because there's a bunch of dwarberries, but also we're supposed to be working on rune crafting. And the more things we've got going on, the more distracted we get. So that's actually going to be another quite interesting thing once Felado does come to the game. How distracted are we going to be? There's going to be so much stuff to work on, and obviously we're going to want to build new armor. We're going to want to build new weapons. We're going to want to do new quests. We're going to want to work on farming. So I'm guessing the best way to probably do this would actually be to potentially work on a quest while my plants are growing. I think that makes sense. So just get an insane amount of plants growing and then go do quests and then rinse and repeat. But obviously, once the quests are done, then we can jump over to the new weapons, the new armor, different things like that. There's going to be so much exploring, considering that the content's going to be 2.5 times the size of what we've already currently got in the game. So overall, we're just going to have this massive amount of different things that we can all enjoy. So really looking forward to that as well. I'm not sure where we are. I don't really want to look at the XP, but I imagine that we probably got enough. 361? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's get a little bit more, as we want to make sure that we're going to have enough. We're obviously not completely done rune crafting, right? We're going to have to go back at some point and actually get a little bit more essence, because this is not something that you know, you want and done. Like, obviously, there are going to be new runes coming to the game constantly, and that means that you're going to constantly be having to work on this just to get this new essence to make new runes. Really excited about new runes as well, new spells, new different abilities. So many different things that are basically going to be happening when Valhalla comes to the game. Let's take a look at where our XP actually is. 996,000. So I don't think we actually have enough to hit 1,000,000 XP right now. So we're probably actually going to have to do a couple of other different things that I guess I didn't really realize. Let's see. A lot of these different things are full of my inventory, so it's not going to allow me to make them. Let's see if we can... Oh, how? Oh, I see now what happened. So, just trying to sort of see which runes I can make that I've got space in my inventory for. Looks like we've got a little bit of room for that. And then maybe some fire runes. Not quite enough for all of it as well. Let's see. We've got 10 left. Let's go ahead and check our XP. With like 1,500 XP away. So we're going to have to go get a little bit more. Which is really not that big of a deal. We just got to get a little bit more. I wish I would have just gathered more rather than had to go back because I didn't get enough. I don't like that. Don't like that feeling. It's more like I wish I would have just got it done the right way. Because now it's like I'm sort of anticipating and there's all this suspense behind basically getting it. It's a little bit frustrating. Not necessarily how I'd like to do something. I probably could just go to a bunch of chests and actually get a bunch of essence that way as well. I could have swore there was oh, you know where I've got a lot of rune essence sort of just sitting on the ground. What exactly happened there? My wildfire went away. All my stuff went away. I wonder if that was active when I was actually working on rune crafting. Would that have made much of a difference? Probably not that significant of a difference, but I guarantee it would have made some sort of difference. Look at that. We've got plenty. It's all right here. It's actually quite nice. I don't think there's a bunch in the back there, but there might be. I should do miss mining, actually. I really actually rather enjoyed it, even though I did it at such a massive scale that I've got 4,000,000 XP in it. But interesting. I wonder what else is by that guy over there who gives us a quest. I wonder if I missed anything, because I really didn't spend a lot of time there. I just sort of went there to finish this quest I was working on. Dwellberries, no dwellberries. But, so I imagine I'm got enough to get this done, and, we're going to head back to our base, and we are going to empty our inventory and then continue to work on rune crafting. Let's go ahead and put all the stuff away that really can go in here, because not everything goes in here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this stuff in here. We're actually massing quite a bit of stuff that we can actually use for cooking in a future episode. So we still don't seem to have very much. And we've also got to put a little bit of a runes away because we've got too many. It's absolutely ridiculous how many runes I've actually got. Alright, here we go. Big moment. Finally coming to life. After all this time, I believe we are going to be there. Oh, we're going to be short. I think we're going to be short. There we are. 1,001,400 rune crafting experience. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. After the long journey of grinding endlessly, we've finally managed to bring it to life. And while we're sort of here before we end the episode, I want to sort of run around and check and see how many different dwellberry locations we potentially could add. Maybe if we don't go that far into it, we can at least collect a bunch of resources for cooking, so that way we can actually start the process of their respawn and things like that. So we don't want to interact with the shaman, and that's unfortunate because there's actually lots of dwellberries out here. So this is an area to sort of look at and consider for future, knowing that there's all those good resources out there. So definitely something to sort of think about. Obviously, it's not nighttime. I'm not sure why this place is completely loaded with all these bad guys, but so I think that's pretty much the best we can do right there. Let's go over here, and I don't know why the graphics are looking sort of weird right now. And this lodestone doesn't really make sense right here. I think I put that there because I was on the run. So that would actually make a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and see what we've got going. Lots of dwarberries, which is perfect. Exactly what we want. Let's see. Don't want to get too close to those two guys. That's a problem I don't want anything to do with. Let's see. Okay, so that worked out quite nice. None of those are glimmering, so I guess we've already got them. I guess these are all different. Is it dwarberries? Oh, there's actually two more this way. See, so I'm glad I purposed all these different things. So that way I could start collecting all these resources, because cooking is going to be the next big one, right? Now that we've decided, hey, we want rune crafting to be at this certain stage, that means we're going to have to focus our efforts heavily on cooking, which is actually fine. I don't mind that at all. It just means we're going to have to take it to the next level to actually achieve what we're trying to get done in the game, which would probably be a million cooking XP. And I don't know if it's going to happen before Valhalla comes to the game. Obviously, it's going to be a goal that we'd like to see be brought to life. And past that, I mean, the combat skills themselves, that's going to be the next one. But that's more like a lot more tricky, right? I think as new creatures come to the game, then, I mean, I've talked about this quite a bit. Yes, faster XP, but maybe not necessarily. I don't think it's quite going to look exactly what we think it's going to, because those creatures are also going to be a lot harder to kill at that point, right? So it's going to be sort of maybe the same rate of XP, because it's going to be slower getting the XP. And I've got to sort of teleport now because I'm going to get annihilated by all those guys. So as you can see, repurposing my lodestones was actually quite a good idea. Lots of food resources, but so I'm glad we decided to repurpose all of our lodestones that were sort of just not really used anymore. And then obviously having gotten my what I was trying to achieve done in rune crafting, we're not going to need all those lodestones that we once did in those certain particular areas. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. So now we can, this is tricky. There's so many resources out here, and I really want to make sure that I grab all the ones that I need to and just sort of don't waste opportunity here. But it looks like we need to go out this doorway here, because I see some onions, I think. Well, dwellberries here. I guess there's not as much onions as I thought I saw in a distance, but well, there's a bunch here. We need another lodestone right here is what we need, because it doesn't make sense to sort of run all the way through here and then have to run back. That's sort of a waste of time. But you live and you learn, right? So everything that we learn, we know that moving forward, that there's an easier, there's a faster and better way, which is, I think, really a big part of learning the game. Just understanding and learning the different ways that you can get better as a player, be more efficient, and accomplish more of what you want to get done in a shorter span of time. So let's go back out these doorway, I think is where we need to go. Did I gather these already? I did. So basically, I think that's pretty much going to be enough. I think we've done quite a bit. We've gathered a lot of resources. And the only other one I think we could probably get to is here. Maybe we'll just do this really quick. I know I just said we weren't, but honestly, look at all the dwarberries. So I'm glad that I actually did it. It's not going to take that much longer. And I think the payoff's going to be actually quite large. It's those onions are really hard to see right there. So let's see. We've got another dwarberry, 2 dwarberries, and some onions. So I am glad I came here, as this will give us an opportunity to all respond. And then let's see. Another dwellberry. So this place is like loaded with dwellberries. It's actually quite nice. Oh my gosh. I don't have a shield out. Not good. There we go. This guy means business. He's not messing around. Alright, so moving forward, it's going to basically be finding out where I need to put lodestones that make the most sense, and just collecting an insane amount of onions, dwellberries, killing animals to work up my skills, and keep getting XP so we can progress. That's pretty much it, because we've just eliminated one of the big things that, I mean, I never really thought I'd have 1,000,000 XP in rune crafting. Even though I played the game as much as I did, it's actually a huge accomplishment. It's not an easy thing to do. So let's go back to our base, sort of put away our food, and sort of get an idea of where we're at. Obviously, we've got a lot of clean water that we're going to have to go through to really get a lot of cooking XP. So it's going to take some time. Interestingly enough, we're going to have to go back in there because I think we might have accidentally put something in here that doesn't belong. Maybe like some raw meat. Potentially not. Maybe I made a mistake. So let's go ahead and put this stuff away. And then we're going to do an XP update. And then we're going to call it a day. But like I stated, we got quite a bit done. I'm really happy with our progress today. And we're setting ourselves up, as you can see here, to basically make lots of drinks with cooking, and it's just going to take some time, right? But we're going to make it happen. So anyway, time for an XP update. 329,000 attack XP, ranged 69,000 XP, woodcutting 1,002,000, construction 2,014,000, rune crafting 1,001,000, magic 125,000 XP, mining 4,252,000 XP, artisan 4,128,000 XP, and cooking 504,257. So that's probably our next 1,000,000 skill. And then this is pretty much good, good, not good, 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 good. And these are basically all the things that I think are wrong. But I don't really know how to boost those super fast. That's just going to take time. So there's no real goal with those, I guess. I originally thought there might be, but it's just going to take so long. But anyway, guys, we really hope you guys are enjoying our content and you're enjoying our journey as well as your journey through RuneScape Dragonwilds. And hopefully you guys are enjoying all the content and that you're experiencing in the game. So until next time, Legion Uda out.